what's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Henny Nights Podcast. As always, I'm your host, your brother, Jay White, coming to you live from Gmo's classroom. We're in the building. So, first things first, church announcements. Make sure you hit that Linktree link in the show notes of the podcast. That's where you go to get them Henny Nights merch, your t-shirts, your hoodies, your crew necks, whatever you need for the fall, winter about to come up. That's where you go and get that. Also, make sure that you tap in on any other platforms that you're listening to this on, whether it's Amazon, Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud. The podcast is everywhere, so make sure you tap in with that. Follow it on that platform. Make sure you like the podcast, share it with your people, and I appreciate your support as always. Now, the voice you heard in the background is a familiar guest on the podcast. He's been on it a few times, and now he got me fucking podcasting from his damn classroom. Getting real with a small audience of highly esteemed students and athletes in this mug. But yeah, that's the boy Gmo. That's Deuce.
What's happening, man?
What's going on, bro?
Chilling, dog. I'm glad you came to the classroom, man. This is definitely a full circle moment. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
From being Deuce to now we taking over the world, dog. You already know.
In the classroom, not getting in trouble for talking and whatnot. Straight recording out of this mug.
All kind of shit.
Yeah, man. But first things first, I want to say appreciate it, bro. You had me come in about a month ago.
Yeah.
So, talk to your leadership classrooms about podcasting and career stuff. So I know I told you personally, thank you. But yeah, man, thanks for having me come talk to your class, walk around the old stomping grounds. The staff looks totally different.
Man, brand new.
Only Miss Jackson, I think is still.
Miss Jackson and Miss Payne.
Miss Payne.
And Dr. Edwards now.
Yeah. Oh, well, I saw Dr. Edwards for sure.
Well, he was Mr. Edwards back in 04, 05. Now he's Dr. Edwards.
Facts. But yeah, I appreciate you, for having me come talk to your students. Shout out to Mike too.
Oh yeah.
For giving me the merch, the championship merch too.
Oh yeah.
And then of course, the homecoming was not too long ago too. So coming back and seeing, people from 2007, hell is ago, 20 some years ago, whatnot.
Shout out to them women from class of 83 and class of 96. Y'all was holding it down real strong.
What was they doing?
Man, you saw what they had them.
Okay.
Especially at the alumni party, they was representing for the 99 and the 2000.
Facts.
So shout out to all y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love all my Ritter Lions ladies.
Facts. So yeah, again, shout out to Mike because he's doing something dope with the alumni here, in St. Louis. Specifically with bringing people back to the school that didn't necessarily. I don't want to say necessarily felt welcome, but we didn't really have a space, to come back and, kind of celebrate the history of Cardinal Ritter and everything that was going on. So he's kind of opening the doors for that and doing a lot of dope things. So yeah, shout out to him for that.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Cause I just don't remember like homecoming being like that ever. You know what I'm saying? Especially like the tailgate and all the big family atmosphere. Like it really felt like an HBCU up in that thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely glad that he is a part of that action and that motion, man, because it's definitely about to get bigger next year and the years after that, because the support is definitely getting big. So shout out to everybody that came, like I said, from class of 83 to class of 2023, you know what I'm saying? Definitely keep coming and supporting. And if y'all don't know what we talking about, we attend Cardinal Ritter College Preparatory High School. We the only all-black Catholic school in the country. So I'm saying, so we holding it down.
Fact. And last time you were on the podcast, you weren't teaching here yet.
Oh, no, dog. I was in transition, man.
Yeah, you would transition. I mean, you dropped, your book for sure. Mm-hmm. 2 books, actually.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you had 2 books, that you released. Author out here, published author out here.
Winning Words Publishing, baby.
And now you're back teaching. So what is that like coming back here to, a very big part of your childhood, coming here and teaching, I don't even want to call them the youth, but teaching the younger generation.
Oh man, first off, man, let me first shout out my auntie. You know what I'm saying? It's her birthday today, Marsha. I know she's resting in heaven right now, but I know she's the one that got me into education, dealing with the youth. You know what I'm saying? So definitely want to shout out to her. on her birthday. She would have been 72 today. Also, I want to shout out all the Scorpios that's in this world paying attention, because it is Scorpio season, and that Drake album just dropped. So hands on your knees, you feel what I'm saying? But getting back to the question at hand, you know what I'm saying? It's been a wonderful situation. I know this is my second year here, so it's definitely been a beautiful transition just being on the other side now. I know it's definitely interesting, especially with some of my students being up in here right now, listening and them hearing me talk about my life and my old stories. It's a full circle moment, man. I know just being able to relate with them and being able to give them the game that's gonna help them for real, you know what I'm saying? It's a definite it's a joy for me, you know what I'm saying? Cause I definitely didn't see myself being in this position if you would have asked me this about 10 years ago before I graduated from college. But I'm definitely glad that the vision is coming to light. You know what I'm saying? And I thank my auntie for that. You know what I'm saying? Because my auntie, she was a principal for about 30 years in the Denver School District. She definitely instilled, I ain't gonna say instilled that, but she used to always drop them type of gems on me, always saying like, you can lead the youth, you can do that type of stuff. So being full circle moment in it, and especially being at the high school that I went to and graduated from, is definitely a blessing. I don't take it for granted. I understand my role as a black male teacher. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely important, because especially with because I teach freshmen and juniors, and I definitely feel like it's important for a freshman, whether young, I ain't gonna say young, but male or female, to see a black male teacher in the beginning of their journey. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of students don't get to see that. And I definitely embraced it more, especially like coming off that first year when parents was like, hey man, like, you the first black male teacher my kid didn't have coming into school, or first black male teacher my kid had, period. So it's like, I don't take that for granted, you know what I'm saying? Because I know when I got here, you know, especially way back in 2003, like when we first got here, like seeing a Mr. Evans or Mr. Siobhan, you know what I'm saying? Like, or Mr. Todd, you know what I'm saying? Even though he was an OG, RIP my boy Mr. Todd, you know what I'm saying? He was an OG math teacher. Come here, son. But he did the infamous Pinky. It used to be funny, but just knowing that I'm a great black male presence in the game is a big thing for me now, especially in these 30s, man. Like, it's definitely important for me to be in the position that I am in. I definitely say that.
So what was it like when you got the call or the opportunity presented itself for you to come back here and teach? Like you said, you know, we talked about our, you know, journeys and things like that. And so you didn't necessarily see yourself going down, you know, the teacher instructor route. But when this opportunity presented itself to you, what was your thought process? And like, did you have any hesitations about it? You know, it was like, is that something I really want to do? What was that like for you?
Oh man, I say it was a smooth transition, man. I know me and Dr. Elvis, we've always had a good relationship. So I know from the jump when we came across each other, it was easy. I know before I got here, I was already teaching at different high schools, teaching healthy relationships. So it's like I had already had that experience dealing with high school, but then when me and Dr. Elvis connected, it was like a match made in heaven. I know from the jump when we did the interview, like he prayed, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning of the interview. I've never had that happen before in the interview where somebody pray about you coming to the school.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of level. So it's just like when that happened, I ain't gonna lie, I already knew it was going down. You know what I'm saying? So once the prayer happened, I was already like, all right, this what it is. Then once they gave me the go, it was a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? So it was a smooth transition for me, man, because I don't know if I would have been able to do what I do now at any other type of school. So it's definitely a blessing, man. And I know, just hitting the ground running, like it's just been a blessing. Like we've went viral, you know what I'm saying, all over for having over 40% black male student.
Right.
Black male
article
teachers.
is from the American, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an American CNN. I know NBC came down here and interviewed us. We've been all over the news everywhere. So it's been like getting that notoriety for being a black male teacher in general. You know what I'm saying? It's been dope. I feel like I've been winning since I got here. You know what I'm saying? Like we done won state championships, football, basketball. We got a soccer game today that for the senior night they about to hold it down. I know our volleyball team won their districts yesterday. So shout out to the ladies volleyball team and the men's soccer team that's about to play tonight. If y'all listening and when y'all do listen, so just like seeing stuff on the rise and seeing the evolution, it's been great for me because when we was here, we didn't even have the gym was about as small as this room. Now they got a multi-million-dollar facility and stuff like that. Like so, the evolution is amazing thing. So I love the transition here. And I definitely see myself doing my thing here. I ain't gonna do the Dion, you know what I'm saying? I got more years in me, you know what I'm saying? So they gonna see a lot of me here. And I'm definitely glad for I'm glad for my evolution. Cause if I wouldn't have evolved as a man and just in my journey in general, I don't feel like this position would have been as successful as it is right now.
I got you. So what are some of the most rewarding things about being a teacher and what's some of the difficulties that you face when it comes to that?
I say the rewarding things is definitely just being able to make an impact on a student that may not have thought the impact could be made. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like for me, I deal with every student on every level, far as from freshmen to seniors. Like every student in here know that I will talk to them and that I will build that relationship with them just because I've been on that other side and I can talk to them like how I was spoken to when I was here. Like I can talk to them on some real stuff. I can talk to them on some school stuff. I can talk to them on some street stuff. I can talk to them on some life stuff. So it's just like I can relate on all levels. So I feel like that helps me with the students to be able to feel comfortable with me, and it just makes stuff different. Where in any other, I ain't gonna say other teachers probably couldn't, but I just know I done been through these walls and been through these doors, so it's like it give me a different perspective to give the students. So that's a very positive for me. A negative, I won't even say it's negative, but it's just what I'm saying, working through the system. Me going through the different relationships with the students and stuff like that. Everything might not be positive. Every day might not be positive, but I understand the bigger picture. So I mean, the negatives always turn into a positive because I mean, the class I teach, as far as with leadership 1 and 2, is just a different type of swag. So it's like my whole get down in class is different. So it's just like it's hard for me it would be hard for me to compare or even give a negative because leadership in itself is it's a broad-based thing. Like if this was like math or science or something like that, biology, engineering, you know what I'm saying? I would probably have a different answer because that's a different type of energy that you got to give for them type of subjects. But being that I'm in I teach leadership, I just get to come at it from a different angle. So the negatives always turn into positives for me because I just approach it differently. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say would be my negatives and positives as far as with teaching. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have different opinions. I don't feel like I'm the normal black male teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a lot of students see like a black male teacher is either real or they think you like a little Carlton Banks or something like that, and I'm just like, nah, dog. Like I come from where you come from, so it just make it a positive thing, even if it is negative.
Right. And with us when we were here, leadership was one of those classes that like stuck out, and it was a different format and style versus, like you said, biology or math or Spanish or whatever we were taking. It was an opportunity for us to really, learn about our heritage and our culture and where we came from in our history and how we could apply it to today. And I think that's something that, the generation after us does a really good job of. They are like way more aware of the stuff that is going on versus, not to say we were, had turned a blind eye to it or weren't aware of it or whatever, but they are like really, really on top of it. You know what I'm saying? And want to speak to that change or whatnot. But speaking of change, you also are going back to school too.
Oh man, talk that.
Yeah. So what was that decision like? What was like? I need to improve on my skill set. I need to, hone in on something. What was the deciding factor for you going back to school?
Oh man, it was a little bit of all that. But what I will say, man, I feel like I went to church with my mama like right before it was like right before the school year ended, and it was like I forget what the pastor said because before then I hadn't been to church in a while. But I forget what he said, but it was something in the form of like you need to get back to what you need to. It was like something like you need to get back to what started you or something like that. And like I was like, oh man, I ain't get what that meant. But then it was a chain of events that happened, and I was just like, man, I need to step my game up. So. Understanding what I want to do in this field of education, I just knew it was time, so I had to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Now, before I did that, I had to consult with a few people. Like I had to consult with my OG, Mr. Clark, president over at Loyola Academy. I had to consult with one of my OGs, Mr. Umana, who was the guidance counselor here. And there was a few people that went to SLU in the leadership in the educational leadership program that I'm in right now, just to inform me of the pros and cons. And the pros definitely outweighed the cons, so I had to make that happen. Now, being in the program now is definitely interesting. Of course, I'm the only black dude in the class. Of course, I'm the dude that always got a different opinion from everybody else. But it's all for the good though, because they hear my perspective. They hear the west side in me. They hear the north side in me. But they also understand that I'm coming with it, and I'm really about this, and that I'm really here for the change in my program. So I mean, it's been a beautiful situation right now. Hell, I got class Saturday, and you know what I'm saying. It's a beautiful thing, man. Like I love the journey I'm on with it. And I definitely see myself doing big things once I get this master's in 2025. I do attend St. Louis University. You know what I'm saying? That's like, if we at Cardinal Ritter right now, it's like right around the corner for everybody that's listening in the world. So it's an amazing school. It's definitely, the swag is definitely different from my HBCU that I went to.
Facts.
But I mean, it's still great for my educational goals. So I dig it. They definitely make sure that you stay involved in everything. You get emails about everything. Like I know, say for instance, like you was talking about homecoming. I know they was trying to get me to be a part of this tournament. What's that game where you got to throw the bean bag through the
cornhole?
Huh?
Cornhole?
Man, cornhole. Man, invited me to a whole cornhole tournament. As a black man, I've never been invited. I've
only played that
right.
around white people.
Like I played it, but like you say, like that just ain't the game. Like I'm just, hey, cuz y'all trying to link up and play some cornhole. So I mean, it was just that difference right there.
Yeah, culture shock.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, and they was real. Like I showed up and everything. Like it was cracking. But I mean, like just that right there. Like I know if I was at NCCU homecoming, like. They like, let's spin the bottle. Like, let's see who's gonna drink this drink type stuff. Not no cornhole. Now they was drinking while they was doing that, but I mean, like, it's
homecoming season.
Yeah,
right.
It's just a different swag though. So, but either way it go, man, it's a good school, man, good institution. Definitely a good different. I ain't gonna say a good difference, but I just like the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good situation.
Yeah. Have you noticed anything with their program where you kind of like? Not saying anything negative, but like on some like, nah, that ain't it. Like the way, no, that thought process ain't really it. And here's why, like you said, providing this other perspective. Because I'm assuming you in there with like 99%.
Oh yeah,
white people.
All them.
Yeah.
Because what I will say, because I know most of the people that's in my classes, they're either teaching in like middle schools, or they're teaching in very diverse schools, or schools that don't have no black students in it. Mm-hmm. So when I come with my perspective as far as, you know what I'm saying, speaking on the black experience, because I teach at an all black school, you know, you get those, elaborate.
Elaborate.
You know what I'm saying? That's an interesting take. Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know what I'm saying, getting them to understand that, you know what I'm saying, I do what I do, but they understand it once I get it all off, you know what I'm saying? But make sure they don't understand. So as we talking right now, we got students walking in the classroom. So, you know what I'm saying, everybody coming to listen. But like I said, it's just getting make sure that they understand my viewpoint and understanding that I want to, because I put it like this. My program is gearing me to be a principal or a superintendent. Mm-hmm. So I come from that perspective, but I come from that perspective of wanting to be the principal at the school that I am in. So, you know what I'm saying, it's always a different perspective when we get to talking about reframing and stuff like that, because it's just different. It's just different. But they love me though. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Miss McCool, we love that dog. And sometimes you don't like. I mean, I don't take it like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, are they laughing at me or with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you chuckling for? Because I said something about my principal. Yeah. So I mean, it just gaining them understanding, but not being sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Understanding that they still come from different backgrounds, and you know what I'm saying, they have their perspective as far as like where they get it from, but I just make sure that I represent, you know what I'm saying, and talk what my mama say, don't talk like you know damn fool. You better talk with some sense. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I get down with it. But they like how I'm rocking.
That's what's up. Yeah. It's crazy to just see that, like, the path that like a lot of us are on in general, for, you know, that have come from here. So like, yeah, when we was growing up, coming through here and everything like that, like, yeah, I ain't know you wanted, I didn't see teacher or I didn't see principal in you. You know, I knew you were going to do something dope. Mm-hmm. I mean, all of us, for the most part, from our class are doing something really, really dope and shit. You know, even the classes in the 2007 class from other schools, majority of us are really doing, you know, some dope stuff. So, you know, it's really dope to hear that, like, yeah, you know, this is the path I'm on. I'm looking at potentially being principal or y'all still got dean?
Yeah, we got deans.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know, or dean or president, you know, shout out to, you know, Mr. Henderson, Leon Henderson. But,
on the wall.
Right, yeah, all on the wall.
And shout out Ms. Armstead, who the current president now.
Yeah. So that's really dope, man. And that just goes to show that it's never too late to like you was joking when we was walking in, but pivot. You know
dog.
So, you know, you may think you have one idea for your life and then something else comes up and you're like, no, you know, actually I'm gonna go this way. Mm-hmm. And that's cool. And shit, you may stumble, you may have to start all over. You know, and things happen like that, you know, but, you know, you got to be kind of able to go with the ebbs and flows of things like that. So.
Oh, for sure, man, because, I mean, I ain't going to say I've been riding that COVID wave, but, I mean, because you talking about the transition and the pivot, like, I just feel like ever since COVID happened, man, like, I feel like everybody done had to pivot and I ain't going to say make different moves, but it just woke me up to like, oh man, like it's going down. And then, you know what I'm saying, like I say, just different situations put you in that mindset like, man, like if I was there, it would be a change. Or if I was there, cause that's how it started getting to me. I was like, man, so if I was at that school, or if I was in that class, or if I was doing this, if I was doing that, and I was just getting tired of hearing myself saying if I was, or if I did, or, you know what I'm saying, the coulda, woulda, shouldas. So it's like, you just make that shit happen. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I definitely feel about that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But it's an interesting thing, man. Like being up in this thing, like knowing how we was, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm more just on on the reality tip with the students. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been here. So it's like I can really get in their ass and they really know that I mean it. Because it's like I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Especially for my athletes and all my people that be thinking like this gonna pop off and that gonna pop off. Like I don't deter nobody's dreams. You can't never do that. Right. But it's like you gotta let people know the real deal though. That's my biggest thing. Just letting people know the real, man. Because like people be getting too caught up in that Instagram, TikTok stuff and thinking that's how life gonna be. And I'm like, boy, y'all gonna find out in about 3 years.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
Real shit. Because it was Facebook for us. Like it was Facebook for us back then. Oh, you know, it's an old nigga site now, but like it was Facebook for us back then. We had access to stuff the same way that, I mean, they born with it, they grew up with it or whatever, but we were right there at the explosion of all that shit. And then, you know, once we kind of got out of here and, you know, spread our wings and went out to the world, you know, hey, a lot of stuff was happening.
Man,
you know?
it still be crazy that, you know what I'm saying, and when people be saying like they be beefing and stuff on the TikTok, I'm like, cuz I remember when back in 03, 04 when people were beefing on Black Planet and Bebo and MySpace. meet me at Jamestown. Speaking of Jamestown, did you see that they've been so that motherfucker down? But how you feel about that, dog?
So I was out there for work last Tuesday or whatnot, and so you know, my job, I'm in the communications public relations field. And so we were doing a canvas of North County for some government stuff that's about to happen out there. And so
you a part of that Zeus? You a part
no,
of
not
the
the not the zoo stuff.
No, boy. I'm about to say now.
Not the safari stuff.
I'm about to say now. You ain't playing. You ain't told nobody that, man.
No, not the safari stuff. We doing something with trying to connect, make it more user friendly for people who don't have cars.
Okay.
Put it that way, without giving away too much. And so we were doing a canvas of old Jamestown. That's where Jamestown Mall is. And I was telling, you know, my coworker who's white, I'm like, yo, like what you seeing now, like this used to be a hot spot. Like you had Northwest Plaza, which was, you want to call it the nigga mall or whatever. And then you had Jamestown where you go out there to get on the new type chicks. You know what I'm saying?
That was the county nigga mall.
Yeah. So like we're driving through there and it's just like I'm looking at it, you know, nature then started taking over the parking lot and, you know, the buildings and stuff like that. And so I'm like, yeah, this used to be for like, you know, for some of us that like our folks weren't comfortable with us going to Northwest. We can go to Jamestown, you know, and get it cracking or whatever.
Get on the same ones.
Yeah, get on the same ones. I'm like, yeah, that's where the Dillard's was, or I think it might have been Famous Bar for
Look KB Toys.
You know, Sam Goody, you know what I'm saying? The
Claire's,
food court, yeah, all that shit. And so the movie theater, I done went to that movie theater plenty of times. And to see it now, it's just like, you know, they knocked down one part of it and the rest of it is still kind of up. But it's just like, damn, like, childhood memories are like really, you know, gone. Like going to the mall for us was a thing,
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, your mama wake you up at 8, especially for my people that live in the city. Like that was a journey, dog.
Yeah, like going to the mall to like actually hop down on something was a thing, you know, especially for us in high school. It was more so the Galleria, you know what I'm saying? Because we, you know, you got a little bit more change in your pocket.
Dog.
You know, Muzz had cars, so we was like, we go to the Galleria, you know, we gonna kick it.
That was like one step before you start going to West County.
Facts. So, you know, going up through old Jamestown on Lindbergh, essentially, it was like, damn, like looking at it, and it's just like, yeah, a lot of memories I had in that mall, and just that location in general, because like you said, you would hop on the little county chicks out there. You'd be all up in Seven Hills and Barrington Downs and Hazelwood Central back there.
Shout out to all the girls
on Shackleford, you know what I'm saying?
Over there by the Walgreens.
Yeah, like it was all memories. We riding up through there, and a lot of it's still the same. It was mainly the mall though. That's like, wow, bro, that's crazy. So, shit, it's still crazy when I go south. on Lindbergh and you drive past where Northwest used to be. It's a government building now, and then it got a gym and a pier, I think like a furniture store, and it's Popeyes and Chick-fil-A and all that stuff over there. You know what I'm saying? It's still crazy. I'm like, yo, this used to be a mall. Like, Muzz used to come up here, you know, for the Jays when they drop or whatever. You go to Lark and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Hop down, motherfuckers, they got stumped out up there, man, like all type of stuff, and it's just gone.
They don't want to see none of the black kids be grateful, man. They didn't close, man. If y'all listening, they didn't close down the Mills.
Facts.
They didn't close down Jamestown.
Facts.
They didn't close down Northwest Plaza. All the nigga malls.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Only thing that's open right now is Galleria in West County. You know,
I was in the Galleria last Monday, and it's sad, bro. Like, I mean, everything, you can get everything you need online now. So, like, you know, the brick and mortar spots are dying or whatever. But, like, just walking through the Galleria, it used to be packed. It was a store everywhere. And now it's like, this is closed. This is closed. The main thing that's keeping this open is, like,
the food court.
The food court, Macy's, the Apple store. You know what I'm saying? They done moved Foot Locker 17 times. Man. You know, so it's like, it's crazy, you know, but that was childhood memories. And then, like you said, you go to West County when you really wanted to find some shit, put that shit on. And then, you know, you go from there. But yeah, it's just like a lot of the childhood stuff that we had when we were growing up, they don't have now. They do something totally different. Man. You know, they hang out in totally different places.
I'm gonna go even left. Man, I seen somebody post a picture on Facebook about my nigga from the Science Center. They done retired my nigga T-Bone, dog. They took that nigga head off, man. Yeah, they talking about they finna read. I was like, what? Nigga, I was hurt, dog. Yeah. You know how many times my mama took me to that motherfucking Science Center just so I can run downstairs and touch that little thing so motherfuckers get the
Yeah, man.
Like that motherfucker, like that. When you touch that motherfucker, the head come down too. You be like, oh shit, that bitch about to bite me, cuz. Like, it's crazy. The childhood memories is definitely going, man. Like, it's wild out here, man. Shout out to the Science Center. Shout out to the Science Center dinosaurs.
Man, we had to momentarily stop recording because he had to do some teaching duties.
Yeah, man. One of them kids, you know what I'm saying, be asking about stuff that don't need to be asked about. So, you know, we gotta get them in check. Yeah. But yeah, man. So I know just before we came back on, we was talking about traveling and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying. How many times you been to Vegas, dog?
Oh shit, this will be my second time in Vegas.
You gonna get your gamble on, or are you gonna?
I don't know, bruh. Like, I'm not the parlay nigga. I'll keep it a buck, bruh. Like, I'll get on the slots. Mm-hmm. If I'm feeling like I'm feeling real, like, you know what, I'm finna get with it, I might do blackjack. Mm-hmm. You feel me? But for the most part, like when I was there in 2018, I didn't gamble at all because all niggas was doing was kicking it and drinking. Like, that city that don't sleep shit is for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have been to Vegas that's listening to that. But like, yeah, we went out and we walked back to our room. It was 4 or 5 in the morning and shit was still popping. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, it depends on how I feel. I ain't gonna be out there too long though. It's a quick in and, you know, out going to see Mr. Raymond, you know, performing shit. So.
Nigga, man, how much them I ain't gonna lie, just cause we speaking live, we talking about Usher, and there's a whole bunch of shit that go with that. But watch your Gil. But man, how much them tickets cost? Cause I know he supposed to be. Cause I know for my birthday, cause it's Scorpio season. I know he supposed to be in Vegas like the 22nd, like right before Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Is them tickets breaking legs, or
if I was when I looked at the tickets. So originally the group I'm going with, we were supposed to go in like June or July. Mm-hmm. Nigga, talk 12 to 2 racks just for the ticket. Mm-hmm. But
y'all right there. Like,
we didn't spend that much.
2 racks, he got that sound like the situation, goddamn, when he was singing to the girl.
All right, that wasn't even right there where he can steal your bitch. You know what I'm saying? But that was just like regular tickets, you know, in the venue or whatever.
Yeah.
The trick, what we found out though, is to buy like the package. So the MGM got a package where you get your room and
y'all staying
together.
There?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. So we was like, shit, you know, that's putting a dent in niggas' pockets. We just go like 4 or 5 months out, you know, do the package. You know, you get a room, your ticket to the show, access to like the club shit, the after party shit, and you get like some complimentary like drink.
Oh, y'all ain't bullshitting.
Yeah. So like, but yeah, that was cheaper than trying to get a fucking ticket. Then 2 months out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
you be on the streets.
So it wasn't too crazy, bro. You know, it's all about as you plan shit. It's all about planning ahead of time. You know, so yeah, man, I'm gonna be out there. You know, going wild, going crazy a little bit, and then bring my ass right back.
So speaking about stealing your bitch, I know it sounds like I'm interviewing, man. Because I mean, this Jada Pinkett shit been going on so long, dog. You know, we've been in these streets out in the game. We ain't in the streets no more, but just had to let that know just in case it's a lady out there that's interested.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about all this new shit that she keep doing, dog? Like I be trying to ignore it, man, but it's just like every time I try to ignore it, I get a text from somebody talking about what you think about this, or I get a text from somebody talking about what you think about that. Like this new little stuff where she talking about I guess they weren't even together when shit was popping off. Like now she about to drop that book and shit. Like Now I look like I know that all publicity, you know what I'm saying, that what they say, all publicity could be good publicity, but it's just like, damn, shawty, so, like why you gotta do all that? I just want Will to just come out one time and be like, look, man, I was fucking with about 5 hoes too. You know what I'm saying? I know Jada was fucking on Alcina, you know what I'm saying, but y'all didn't see what I had.
Yeah, so I made a status about it. So my thing is like, I don't want to hear about none of that shit if I'm keeping it a buck. I don't want to hear from Will, because that's what, you know, some people came onto the status I made on Facebook and said, you read Will book. He talked about me and, you know, cheating in the book. Like, I didn't want to fucking read it then. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the whole red table talk and, you know, the bad marriage for life and all that corny ass shit, bro. Like, it's weird. But at the same time, though, like, there has always been rumors about them, like, having an open relationship and even potentially swinging. You know what I'm saying? So that has always been out there, which I'm pretty much like a straight lace nigga when it comes to like relationships. Oh boy, you know what I'm saying? So like,
bitch, you better be with me.
Yeah, so like I lock in with somebody, we locked in, you know, and ain't no switching up. You know what I'm saying? So you know, my love has conditions, nigga. You don't violate these 2 rules, and we good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm tired of just hearing about it, bruh. And so her being like, oh, we're separated, but you're not divorced. So she's trying to frame it like they're divorced, but they're not divorced. Was fucking weird. Her every time she fucking like she wished Will happy birthday this past year and then posted a fucking clip of Tupac and her fucking singing Will. I think parents don't understand one of his songs and shit like that. Like just that dynamic with Tupac is fucking weird, regardless of how close y'all were and shit like that. The fucking on your son friend was weird, and you know, however you trying to frame it, the bad marriage for life shit is weird.
Man, look,
her, and then she flipped the script and was like, "Yeah, I'm never gonna leave Will," type shit. This is like, yeah, bro. Like everybody say, take us out the group chat, bro. I don't want. This shit is weird.
I ain't even a nigga like me. I mean, like adults gonna do what they do, but like you say, you messing with my son, you fucking on my son friend.
Yeah, we brought him in or whatever, and you start, you know, because he was going through some shit, and you start fucking on him.
Healing. Yeah, but then I ain't gonna lie to you, being the man that I am, the petty man that I am. If my daughter wrote a letter to a man that she ain't never met, that wasn't even alive when she was born, you write a letter to a nigga like that, you out the family. You ain't in the will. You ain't getting nothing. I'm gonna do her ass like Ghost did Tyreek on Power. You gotta wait 20 years till you get this money. You gotta make a 4.0. Like I'm putting you through it.
All these stipulations.
Cause what? That's my kids. I mean, I know it's entertainment, but that's a lot.
It's weird. It's weird, dog.
And the only weird thing that it be for me is like a lot of it seemed like I ain't gonna say it seemed like, but I feel like a lot of shorties, you know what I'm saying, starting to adopt the mentality, cause you know what I'm saying, a lot of these shorties been loved out. You know what I'm saying? Like they done jumped into love so early, you know what I'm saying? Now they getting loved out. And I done been approached, you know what I'm saying, by I ain't gonna say approach, but the idea of like motherfuckers been saying like they were being an open marriage type shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, what?
Now I'm under my state of like, all right, if you know you ain't gonna be faithful, by all means, like be in a poly relationship, you know, stay in the streets or whatever. But on the flip side of that, like I think, you know, being 100% transparent, like when it comes to like the poly relationship or whatever, like in the eyes of men, it's like, yeah, we can have all the women we want, but that also means like your shorty or shorties can also get niggas too,
and they get dangerous.
Yeah, and it's like, as far as your ego, you sure you gonna be able to handle something like that? And they be like, nah, whatever. So I do believe like there is a space for men or women who know they ain't gonna be faithful to like operate in this space where you have an understanding in your relationship. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck on so and so, you can fuck on so and so, and me and you can still be together. That ain't me.
No.
But like, I do feel like there's a space for that to operate. But there's something to what you're saying as far as like, you know, unfortunately, niggas didn't put women through too much shit. You know what I'm saying?
The reversal is coming.
So, you know, roles reversed, you know, and like, not to say that like there ain't people out there that like do right by you. So, you know.
We know it's good women out there.
We know it's good women out there.
We're not saying men
out there and all this other shit, you know. But on the flip side, you know, what you know what that the pissy piper say, you know, when a woman's fed up, bro. Hey, and they get back. You know, they get back is more calculated. Man, you know what I'm saying? But you sure you want to go down that road?
But I guess like how you feel now, because I feel like how brothers be saying like when once a shawty ran through, that's when she wanna, you know what I'm saying, calm down and stuff like that. Like I feel like, I ain't gonna say necessarily like us or like guys in general, but like you said, as far as the reversal, I feel like now that guys are understanding like, look, you know what I'm saying, like the street, I'm tired of the streets now. I'm gonna cut down from talking to five women and probably one or two now. But now it's like, once I feel like now that the niggas want to settle down, the ladies is like, shit, nigga, like
it's time to turn up.
Just give me that dick, you know what I'm saying?
But like, and that's all relative too, because like what's ran through, like you can fucking fuck on one person. You like, nigga, that
for
shit
years.
That shit ran through. I'm like, you only know one body
man.
I got. You know what I'm saying? So how is that ran through? But it's
that's crazy in itself too, because me and a lot of the partners been having that type of conversation. Cause them type of conversations always pop up. They always be talking about body count and all that shit.
At this big age, it don't really
like. I'm just more.
Fucking matter, dog.
It don't. But I just always be like, bitch, don't put me in no uncompromising situation.
That's real shit.
I don't want to be up in the 100 Black Men gala and goddamn, we sitting next to a nigga that you fucked yesterday. Like, then you like, hey, what's up, John?
My compass is like, as long as it ain't somebody that like I'm tight with, you know what I'm saying? Like, these my niggas. Like, more than likely, if I'm serious about you or whatever, I'm bring you around.
I'm asking
the motherfuckers that I fuck with or whatever.
Do you ask?
I'm gonna be like, if it's any of these niggas, okay, then we have to figure some shit out. But like, statistically, you could be potentially in the room with somebody, you know, he or she then cracked.
So
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
So like when it come to the niggas, do it matter? Do it matter if they only did it once? Or like, is it the fact
like
that they
somebody in mind?
Like say like with me? Well, I can't say me and you because man, on my mama, real talk. I saw her a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, damn, where the hell you been? But Cause I told you she had moved out the country, like China type shit. Yeah. But nah, man, I don't know, man. Especially at the age we at now, like I'm very open. I'm very open minded and understand people's situations. But it's just like how you said, man. Like being in these streets and being in the positions I've been in, like I just be like, bitch, don't embarrass me.
Yeah.
Cause you know how niggas are subliminally.
Yeah. That's the ego shit too. But like nobody wants to be embarrassed either. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's at this big ass age, I don't really give a fuck. Like I'm not discussing body count with nobody. Like,
nah, hell no. You don't want to get your feelings hurt, dog.
Yeah, and on top of that, like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what the fuck you doing? All right, that's cool. Have you done it with any of these niggas? All right, nah. All right, cool. Okay, if you did, all right, well. Nigga, recently, like, what's up? And then y'all might not even ask that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's
because I mean, I know for me, I'm more at the point like, yeah, you probably didn't do what you do, but I'm more concerned with who got your heart. You know what I'm saying? Because women can throw that coochie out like handshakes now. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga who they call the favorite. That nigga who, you know, it's even crazy. I was having class this morning with my freshman, and one of my junior classes, and Shawty was like, shit, me and this dude ain't been together. Me and this dude ain't been together in 2 years. Mind you, she only a junior. I'm like, damn, okay, that's deep.
So freshman
and junior year. So she's like, we ain't been together in 2 years, but I will forever love him. She was like, even if I get married. Know what I'm saying? If the what they call that shit before the marriage, the bachelor party or whatever. She was like, if we had the bachelor party, I would go see him before I get married just to close that chapter. And I said, girl, you saying this in high school?
Yeah, that's some young shit.
I'm like, shit. I'm like, what?
That shit. When I was here, that's what I was trying to tell them, the kids, when I was here, when I was speaking. I'm like, bro, that little relationship shit, that shit is rare. We graduated with somebody that basically found their forever person while they were in high school. That shit is rare, bruh. And that's what I was trying to tell them when I was here. I'm like, that relationship shit that you tripping off of, like, that shit don't matter. Nigga, I had like 4 or 5 relationships when I was in high school, bro. Like, I was in a relationship freshman year.
Every year.
I was in a relationship sophomore year. I was in relationships junior year. I don't think I was in a relationship my senior year or whatever. But like, nigga, I had somebody I was dating or whatever, and we had breakups and shit. So actually, some of them we actually never actually broke up. We just stopped talking. But like, man. But
so let me ask you this then: if they spent the block on your ass right now, how would you contest it, or would you be like, nah, you got too many kids, or your body ain't right no more. You don't even think the same no more. Cause a lot of some shorties done lost it.
Yeah. There's probably only like one from like that period of my time that came back around. I'll be like, all right, cool. But that was like my first serious relationship though. You know what I'm saying? So, but that this is just hypothetically. I think she damn near engaged now.
Right. So if you listening right now, it ain't gonna happen, baby.
Yeah, she damn near engaged. We cool though. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that was like my first serious relationship. But any relationships after that, like college or anything like that, yeah, none of them could spin the block, bro. That shit dead and go, and for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, like I'm saying, I'm trying to tell your students, I'm like, bro, that little shit, like your student was talking about, I'm like, that shit ain't gonna matter once you leave here, dog. that shit ain't gonna matter at all. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's crazy that she taking that stance as a fucking junior, bro. Like, why are you even thinking like that?
I was serious about it. I said, how you think your husband will feel? Like, she like, I know that nigga gonna do it. I was like, damn. Don't nobody trust nobody. That's a big thing. Like, I feel like in these days, like,
yeah, everybody trying to get over on everybody.
I'm like, damn, baby, you don't trust. Oh, so let me ask you this: being like how you say, I know we probably got a few more minutes left.
Definitely.
Being that a lot of women have been been loved out. How do you feel like brothers who like brothers like me, you know what I'm saying, who about to be transitioning, I ain't gonna say transitioning out the streets, but you understand the meaning of life now, if that makes sense, and it's like you got a mission. Yeah, you got a mission, like you coming across a woman who done been loved out, now they for the streets. Let me not say for the let me not say for the streets, but they are exploring their options at a high level. Mm-hmm. Like, how do you think a brother can I guess infiltrate and lay that love foundation with a motherfucker who feel like they've been loved out?
I mean, so I always say this when it comes to like dating and shit. So like shooting your shot is a gamble regardless. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You gonna miss a majority of your shots for sure. Some you gonna miss. There are some people out there who rarely miss. You know, they successful when it comes to that. You know, to that dating pool life or whatever. But I mean, it's all about the intentions that you have and what intentions you setting forward. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's also about understanding when you know you need to like dip out because you're wasting your time and you like, yo, I know for a fact what I'm offering in terms of like my role in a potential relationship. I know I can bring a lot, you know, to the table, as they like to say and shit like that. So you also got to know when to be like tap out of that shit. So like if you're trying to continuously break through this wall and motherfucking not budging, like yeah, nigga, like
don't be no fool.
Yeah, don't be a dumbass. Like yeah, I'm gonna head out. Oh, this person has this problem, or they talk down on themselves, or maybe have self-esteem problems, or don't feel like they can be loved or whatever. Like it's not your responsibility to go and try to fix that person. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta want to do that. Like you're sitting there telling them to their face, like, no, I think you're this. I think you the shit. I think you're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I think you're worthy of love. All that shit and whatever. And they continuously just knifing through that and shooting that shit down. I'm like, all right, bro, like you don't even believe that you're worthy of that shit. So why should I continue to drive this point home and try to speak life into you when you ain't really trying to hear it? It's falling on deaf ear. Mm-hmm. Peace out. And if it's coming, you know, statistically in terms of like men to women, nigga, the numbers is in the men's favor. Boy. You know what I'm saying? So like number wise, statistically wise, you're gonna hit the jackpot somewhere else, bro. And you know, you get in. Not to say we don't get caught up on the women that we really want or whatever, but that's more so just a fixation and, you know, you lusting after a motherfucker. So, you know, it becomes an obsession at that point. But like, yeah, there's only so much you can do. So like, if this person is not receptive to what you're saying and not wanting to open up because like you say, they loved out and shit like that, like I'm good, bro. I'm gonna dip out.
Hell yeah. Do you feel like, cause I know I ain't gonna say in my situation, but just in general, do you feel like it's healthy for a guy to make sure that a woman understand that he can be snatched up by somebody else?
Oh shit!
Cause I know I've been having conversations with a lot of OGs like in their 40s and 50s, and I know like they've been telling me like they feel like women been getting lazy and complacent in their relationship because they know that they got them. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, cause I just know in some situations I feel like women be feeling like you won't leave just cause, you know what I'm saying, they done did a little bit of this and did a little bit of that.
Like you chase me type shit.
Yeah, and I be like, nah, baby, like this equal opportunity now.
Oh no, I'm speaking for me. Mm-hmm. I want somebody that I'm potentially pursuing on that type of level. I won't tell them that like I got options. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really see the need for that. But I'm also, the way I process things is like, you know, me and a shorty may be dealing with each other or whatever. Mm-hmm. Not, we're not exclusive or anything like that. In my mind, I still am assuming that, like, you got niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that helps me operate, the space I'm in. I'm also very upfront. Like, like I am dating, other people and things like that. If that's something you comfortable with, cool. We can rock out and we go wherever we go, do what adults do, as they say. If you're not cool with that, all right, cool. I can bow out, because I don't want to be in a situation where you're getting in your chest about something because, like, you feel like because you don't operate that way, I have to operate that way. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I try to put, like, all the cards out there on the table. So, like, you won't get caught off guard, and you come to me on some bullshit and you all upset, and I kind of have to diffuse the situation because I really don't want to do that.
Man.
But there's a way to do that without being, a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Without being like, bitch, I got options. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bitch, I'm a player. You don't know me?
They own me out here. Like, you ain't really.
You don't see me?
Yeah, you ain't really gotta. I don't think you really gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just my opinion. Like, just be, somewhat upfront with them about the situation. Let them. And the big thing is always, like, you want to give the person the option to choose how they fuck with you. You know
I'm definitely glad, appreciative of women now. Well, let me put it like this: I'm grateful for the women that keep it 100, but I feel like women be putting they upfrontness, far as like on social media. Like, I don't feel like I feel like some women let you know up like in person, but a lot of women they just jump on Facebook like they dating, like they the player, and I be like, okay, shit.
I mean, a lot of that's both ways though. Cause
for sure.
Like, motherfucker will post something or share something, and you don't really be moving like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you got all the hoes?
Which is, you get with a chick, get with a nigga and be like, yeah, this nigga ain't got no motion. You know what I'm saying? But, like, you make it seem like this way. You get with a chick and be like, yo, this motherfucker is nutty as hell. Like,
I'm for the date them all type girls, but then I be like, don't get mad when I date all your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be saying that, but I be like, are you really about that? Yeah. I might date them all. Shit, that's cool.
Facts.
But shit, I'm gonna date them all too.
I mean, let's just keep it a buck.
I also feel like, before we get up out of here, like, I feel like a lot of shorties that probably like we didn't deal with in the past. Like, these hoes starting to make pacts and friends. Like these motherfuckers starting to become friends, and you be like, what the hell?
I mean, but we in a small. I don't know. We in a
like, damn,
small to medium.
Like, y'all kicking it. Y'all friends. Like, y'all really.
Oh yeah, there's been times where I've been, with a,
be up in Marquee, like, what?
Moved on to a situation and start dealing with somebody else and look up, like, damn, they fucking know each other. Oh, shit, like
they show up to the function together. You be like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like, oh.
It can happen. It can happen, But again, you can't say too much. You can't say I ain't keep it a buck with you. And on top of that, like, you never, in that particular scenario, you never presented it like this chick was like your best friend or something. It's just like y'all just occasionally go out. So, like, it's like, okay. But shit happens, bro. Shit happens. That's what you realize as you get older, too. You be like,
you ain't lying.
It is what it is.
You ain't lying, dog, man.
Well, shit, I didn't have that on my bingo card. All right, cool.
But boy, it's some people I done seen pop out together. I'll be like, oh shit, okay. we all older now.
Facts.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, shit. It's about 3 shots. It's 3 shots that I'm gonna take soon. You know what I'm saying? And it might be a shocker. It might shock some people if one of them go through.
Yeah,
you be like, oh shit,
shoot, man. So,
but nah, man. Yeah. But before we get up out of here, what I'm gonna say is definitely shout out to Cardinal Ritter College Prep. Definitely love the Lions. Definitely shout out to myself, my brother James White, Henny Knight, representing, man, all over the world and the universe. Make sure y'all continue to listen to his show, man, because it's definitely doing big things, man. Shout out to all the black male educators all over the world, man. They don't appreciate us that much, man, but we gonna make them respect what we got popping. Shout out to all the families around the world, man, the black community, man. We gonna keep striving. We gonna be all right, like Kendrick Lamar say, man, especially with the voting coming next year, man. Like, please make sure y'all put y'all money towards the right the right regime. You know what I'm saying? Also, shout out to all everybody out there that's listening again, man. We on a mission, man. I'm going to let y'all know this right now. Gerard McClure, James White, Henny Knights, Winning Words Corporations Publishing is going to be on that Deluxe 100 next year. Just putting it out there, man. If y'all don't know, you going to know right now. So don't be surprised when you see this shit pop off. You know what I'm saying? It's always a good thing to speak things into existence. It's always a good thing for black men to show love to other black men and encourage ourselves just like our black sisters do, encouraging us to stay about it and stay accountable to what we doing, man. All this doing is just helping us to step our game up and be more impactful to this world, man. Another thing I'm gonna say, RIP to my boy JJ, man. That was a crazy situation. I pray for his family. I pray for all his friends. Shout out to the South Side. Shout out to GCB. Know what I'm saying? Like, y'all lost a good brother, but y'all got a lot of good brothers out here that support y'all, man. So please hold it down. Please make sure, again, like I say, subscribe to Henny Knights, man. We need 1 million subscribers, dog. We trying to make some real big impact out here. Mr. G ain't gonna stop teaching, ain't gonna stop impacting. I got 4 children's books that's about to drop next year. I ain't even say that doing none of this, but just know it's coming, and we about to impact the youth in a big way. Just make sure y'all paying attention to what's going on here. If you want to find me on any type of social media, you can find me at Instagram, Twitter, at Believe in Yourself. That's Believe, NYO Self, got to keep it ghetto. And if you're trying to find me on Facebook, my name is Gerard, Gerard, McClure Jr. I always got to add the Jr. because even though I love my dad, I always got to separate that. And shout out to my dad too. He up in Vegas. He up in Vegas. My daddy up in Vegas, know what I'm saying, representing, man, for the 99 and 2000. I hope he wants some money because your boy need assistance. So if you hear this out there in Vegas, just know your boy need that. So other than that, man, I appreciate everybody for listening to this episode, man. I'm very appreciative. I know next time you probably hear from me, the book's gonna be out. So just be ready for that, man. Keep encouraging brother Henny to keep on putting out episodes, man. We want more episodes every week, man. He be trying to take them breaks and shit, dog. We need Henny Nights all the time.
Shit be going on, man, with guests and stuff like that. I'm trying to get, more guests, different variety of guests than I used to have. So, you got to work some scheduling stuff out, but we coming, man. Don't even trip. Shit, I ain't even got to do an outro. He did the damn outro for me. So I appreciate it, man. Make sure y'all tap in with him. I'm going to put all his information in the show notes for y'all to check him out. And yeah, until next time, we'll holler at y'all later.
Already.